The house is not in your name. It is not in both your name. It's in your partner's name because she owned the house before you move in.
Wow.
You hearing it? Yeah.
Okay.
And your name is not on the mortgage either. You get it? But one day everything is she may declare to you, okay, the house belongs to her and you are entitled to nothing. Because first of all, she bought it, she owns it, she's got her name on the mortgage, all the paperwork. Yo, my people, you welcome once again to this episode of Joint Insights Unfiltered. As usual, you have my pal, Big G, and as you know, the Bushmaster. Yeah. Today we're bringing you an important, interesting.
It's very interesting.
I think it. You love it, and even if you don't love it, we'll still appreciate your view.
Yeah.
In the comment section,
Exactly. Yeah.
We at the end of the day, we're here to learn. It's for educational purpose and share insight, and then get something from you as our audience and everyone who's watching. So we'll get right into it. Without much talking, we'll get right into it. This is going on. Excuse me.
This song's interesting.
This is really interesting.
Okay.
Listen to this carefully. The last time one of my friends was actually telling me about something going on.
Right.
And I thought it's something I should bring over and we can have a discussion about it.
Okay.
And we can have other people's view about it. Because we're here to learn. I'm still learning. I haven't figured it out all yet, but it's a gradual process. So imagine this. You are in a committed relationship, and maybe you are even married. Okay. And your partner, your wife, or your girlfriend owns a home.
Right.
Okay. And you move in with your partner. And then you both agree to split living costs, which is normal.
Yeah, normal.
Because you now living with your partner. But obviously you've got to do your obligations.
Yeah, understandable.
Exactly. And fast forward. And for over 2 years now, you've been paying about 900 to £1,100 monthly, including all your including paying for the mortgage, your bills and stuff, what you're contributing towards that house.
Right.
You get it? And those bills mostly go into the mortgage and bills. But here's the catch. The house is not in your name. It is not in both your name. It's in your partner's name because she owned the house before you move in.
Wow.
You hearing it? Yeah.
Okay.
And your name is not on the mortgage either. You get it? But one day everything is she may declare to you, okay, the house belongs to her and you are entitled to nothing. Because first of all, she bought it, she owns it, she's got her name on the mortgage, all the paperwork, but you're now in a relationship with her and you move into the house and you doing your obligation, paying towards the mortgage.
So the person is renting from their wife. That's basically it.
Fair. That's one way you can put it. It feels like if you are the person, for example, you are the person, it means you own nothing at the end of the day.
No.
Okay. It's fair.
So what so did the husband have anything to say about it?
No. It depends. this is the catch. This is the catch. This is where the question was coming from. You know, when I thought about the story, I feel like this is very strange. It's a very complicated one.
That's a bit unfair, I would say.
So it's just like you've met someone, you fall in love with the person, and that person owns everything. You've moved in, but the house is still under mortgage because she's still the partner is paying for it.
Did they sign a prenup or something?
Okay, my friend, the one speak to me about this, they haven't got into marriage yet, but they are legally partners.
Okay.
You know, in the UK, you can sign up to be partner.
Yeah.
They are legally partners, and I'm not sure much about what some of the policies that included in the partnership or whatever you call it. Is it prenup? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's a prenup is where wherever you have or your partner has, it legally belongs to them, something like that.
So it's more like an agreement before you enter marriage.
Before you enter marriage, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that's it. It blew my mind, I would say, because this is very complicated. And at the end of the day, the woman claims he's got no name in any of the legal paperwork. So, literally, he owns nothing in that relationship. All the contribution he has been making over those 2 years towards the mortgage, he can't say anything.
So what is your friend saying? Like, what did he say to his wife?
Man, I am not really sure how they done it.
Because
it's something he's been struggling with.
Because I think for me, if I was in that position and then doing that, did they put in the prenup that or whatever? Did they have a discussion to say that, okay, I'm gonna help you contribute to the mortgage of the house, but still it's not anything to do with the house. You're still not gonna get anything out of it. Did they have a discussion about that?
Yeah, definitely they would have a kind of discussion. I haven't been in the relationship. There's a lot into this. Because
me personally, if they had a discussion, even if they had a discussion and he agreed to it, I think your friend is probably having a reality check. No, seriously, because I think like his pre was probably saying, if they had a conversation about it, I think he's probably saying, yeah, she's just saying that no, she probably, we love one another and things are gonna change, So even if it's on paper, because love, and when you live with someone and you guys are compatible and what's not, things tend to change. But if she just got up one day and letting him know that, so she's giving him a reality check, so that means he's paying rent to a landlord, which is his wife, and that's bad.
Wow.
That means
that's heartbreaking,
yeah. Because that money he's paying towards that mortgage, he could go and get his own house.
He could
rent and pay it.
He could.
And that's unfair. And I think like the wife is not being reasonable with him.
Yeah.
I think that is selfish in a way.
I think one thing we need to ask ourselves is, without a legal agreement bind you together, or a legal contract, based on the UK laws, I've done a little bit of research. If you don't have anything legal binding you to be part of that ownership, to be partial owner of that house or that home, you are entitled to nothing.
Okay.
Despite you paying. So literally that's what is happening to him. You get it?
Yeah.
He's not entitled to nothing. But the catch is Here's the question.
No, but he's paying monthly.
He's paying.
What's the catch?
The catch is, looking at what's happening now, should you protect yourself legally before you move, into your partner's house and then start contributing in the house?
Me personally, as a man, I am if I put myself in that position and then I know that the person I'm with and I plan to spend the rest of my life with already has a house, boy, I am telling you that I would second think everything, because
that's why you need to have like serious.
Yeah, because she might say, okay, well, what is mine is yours. But you never know, because people mind change,
People change. We change. We humans. We
change.
We change all the time.
And then I have to contribute to that. I probably might not get married to her. Or if I do, bro, that's a hard nut to crack, because obviously I'm going in helping her paying her mortgage, and I don't have anything for myself.
And at the end of the day, you can be kicked out anytime.
I can be kicked out, and then I'm back to square one.
And you claim you're doing that in the name of love?
No.
It's not realistic. It's not.
No. That's a hard nutshell. I don't think I would get married to that person unless
you've got the legal.
I've got legal stuff, legal documents to say whatever, or until we both own a house. Because living with a woman who has a house already and helping her paying her mortgage is not helping you in no way.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
But then again, I don't expect a man to go and live with a woman and not help her out with the bills.
That's it. That's my point. That's exactly what I was saying. Like,
well, that's a hard.
It's just like you met somebody, so the person already owns most of the things you need as a couple to start a life. So instead of you going to start your own thing separate, you decide to work together as a team, and then live and start from what the other person is already having.
Yeah.
And you as the man, you finally move in with your partner. Definitely, come on, you've got to contribute in a way. But it should be fair to anybody. That's why legal agreement stuff or contract need to be included into that.
So I have two things that I probably would have done. One, as we mentioned before, get legal documents to say what's not before I move in. And then two, I'll probably tell her what I think she should have done. But if she doesn't want him to have anything to do with the house, then let her pay her own mortgage. And then you contribute whatever different bills. But not paying, but like paying the bills like water or electrical, gas, heating, whatever. Those are minor stuff. But mortgage is a major thing.
But you're living in the house.
Yeah, I'm living in the house.
So what if she asks you to contribute towards the mortgage? Like, to me personally, it's a tricky relationship, first of all.
No, but I just feel... No, you go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. You go ahead.
It's a tricky one. This needs to be fair to anybody. Like, both parties need to sit down and talk seriously.
Well, clearly she's not fair.
It's not. It's not at all.
She's selfish as well, and she's not seen from the man's point of view.
It's shocking, honestly.
But I just feel like she should pay her mortgage on her own, and the guy should pay everything else.
So what if their normal standard bills already outweigh the amount of mortgage they pay? So do you expect the man to face bills till at the end of the day and owns nothing?
No, but what I'm saying, the bills like the light, the water, or even getting groceries and what's not, it might not be.
Don't forget car.
Car, whatever.
Don't forget
It probably might, things. Bro. It might be around the same, you know.
Honestly,
hey.
Yeah, it's
boy.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one.
I don't know. I'm.
But anyway, this is to the audience. You know, if you ever know anyone in similar situation before? You know, someone who have contributed, you know, for over a period of time to his or her partner's, you know, mortgage without any legal protection. But if you know of someone, tell us. It's really good. You can share your insight here because it's true.
Yeah, we would like to know what you guys would have done if you were in that situation. But what would you have done?
Man, I can't think far because personally, if my partner owns most of the stuff before, you know, we start to make a life, you know, build from scratch, I'll be out front. I would love to own something in my name as
well. I will. That's one of the first thing I would say.
Because nobody knows the future. You can't predict it. You can't see it all.
I would be quite frank with her.
That's it. That's my point of view. I would love to own something. But right now, it doesn't help us as a couple to be paying different mortgages. But if we join forces, it could work better.
When you say join forces?
Join forces is me adding up whatever I have to yours so we can clear yours.
Right.
And then we can own more, conquer more.
Okay.
You get it?
But clearly she's selfish. She doesn't see it that way.
I would literally say...
But me personally... Go ahead.
The guy has fucked up.
Bro.
At the beginning, there should be something legal binding them together. And then, because look at what she's doing now. She literally clearly saying he owns nothing. Because legally, he doesn't have his name even on the mortgage paper, even though they're living together. And how is he going to claim that? How is that going to work?
That's harsh, bro. She's harsh. Yeah. Like, she doesn't care about his well-being, because if you care about him, you probably... But you made sense, you know. You made sense, like, clear off her debts and then try to get...
Conquer more, get more.
Yeah.
That's working as a team.
But you know what they could have done? Like, she could have simply said, like, okay, let's finish mines and then get a next one and then we rent one.
But the question is, you're entering such a relationship and the partner is asking you that, let's finish paying my mortgage, and then how would you feel?
But then
would you feel convinced?
Wait, but then that depends on how long that mortgage is. And then what if by the time you're finished, she decides to throw you out?
That's it. It's, you know, this needs to involve legal action.
What?
To secure everything on both sides. Because a lot is at stake, because money can bring so much
money confusion. Is the root of all evil.
Money can do so much in a relationship, especially this financial.
If it was a situation where she said that, but the man has money, so he went and buy his own and then still help her, fine. But if he's literally if he's making enough to give her that and still have his own, but not being able to pay two, because paying two mortgages for two different homes, if you're not that financially stable, it doesn't make sense. Bro, that's a hard situation to be in, bro. Like, wow.
So basically, would you feel okay paying such an amount of money towards a house you don't own?
You know, to be honest, I probably might have moved out. I would have moved out.
Yeah. If you say you move out, it's more like ego. Like your ego is settled in.
But what would you do?
So would you be in such a relationship where you live elsewhere, your partner lives elsewhere?
No, but I wouldn't want to do that. But obviously, she's clearly saying that she's selfish. She's already showing that she's a selfish woman. Because if someone is helping you pay your mortgage and then you're going to turn back and tell the same person that is helping you that you don't anything here, and if anything happens, that house belongs to her.
You know,
That means if she gets up one day and decide to say she's over, you're out on the streets.
It is.
And
easily.
Yeah, easily. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I would have probably moved out.
Yeah, as a man, you've got to have a plan B.
You always have to have a plan B.
A plan B in a sense that you protect yourself. Whether if something happens, you have somewhere to rely, somebody or somewhere you can rely, or something you can rely on to support you. Because if such crisis breaks out, this is gonna take a toll on your life.
Bro, that's messed up. That's messed up in every single way. Like that is like trauma in itself. Like
it's
bro, I'm telling you, like any good man, and that your partner came to you and tell you that, I could bet it show he's not sleeping good at night. He's not sleeping well.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he's literally putting his life on hold to help this person, not knowing this person is going to say something like that.
But he's doing the name of love. We love each other. We make building, a life.
No. Bro, I was moving out. She's selfish.
And here is the question.
And that means that, before you go on, that means if she can say that you can't even put a full stop to what she might probably do in the future. I would have moved out and let her pay her mortgage, and if she decides to stay with me, fine. But if not, I'm going my way, because you're literally putting your life on the hold. And I would say this over and over: you're putting a life on your hold for someone who's clearly saying that tomorrow we done, you're on the streets like a dog.
Yeah. It's tricky. It's very tricky, but in the first place, this kind of relationship, you shouldn't solely rely on love. You need to open your eyes really, really wide, and then have a, sensible conversation about how you're going to manage your finance as a couple. Because this is big.
And how many mortgage payments have he given to already?
He's been paying about £900 a month.
Like how many times has he paid that?
For over 2 years.
Jesus. God,
yeah, for over 2 years, which is, imagine, do the calculation. That's a lot of money.
Let's see. So I'll go with a bigger number. So how was it? 1,100?
No, yeah, including the bills and everything he contributes.
Well, we don't know what so this 1,100 includes the bills.
Including the bills.
Multiply for 24. That's 26,400.
That's enough for a deposit.
That's enough for a deposit. The man could have.
Yeah, but it's. I also if you look at the other way, it's more like, okay, we want to work together as a team and build. So why not come together and then support each other to, that's one way.
Bushmaster, I think you're missing the point.
No, I'm not missing the point.
Bro, the lady is selfish. She's
True.
selfish.
Literally.
You need to tell your friend. You need to tell your friend.
No, I cannot advise him, because this is way bigger than me. He needs to.
This needs a counselor,
legal solicitor,
legal solicitor, and a counselor, legal, a marriage counselor, a legal solicitor. What else? And a financial
advisor.
No, serious.
Yeah, it's thing, big. Brother. It's big.
It's big. $26,000 down the drain, and what?
He own nothing. He owns nothing. But he's doing that in the name of love, like
in the name of love.
Yeah. It shocked you, yeah.
I wish I pray and wish that no one would ever go through that situation, because
it's fucked up.
That situation can either break you or make you. That can send you in a mental state.
It can, destroy your life in a second, split
bro,
of second.
The fact that she said that his life is already, part of his life is already destroyed.
I would say his soul has already left him.
Yeah.
It's only the body who was there thinking to find a way.
But like, imagine being in a situation. 2 years, 26,000 pounds or dollars.
It's real. People are going through stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, but then, how would you build with someone, okay, who already has started the journey alone?
Okay. If
you as a man, now we're talking for the man.
Yeah.
For the man.
So
you as a man.
Okay, so
you met a woman.
She has a house.
She's already building things for herself before you came together.
So we're using the same scenario.
It's the same thing. Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, she's already.
How would you? This is your perspective, your personal. How would you build together?
Okay,
when someone already owns her life already before you coming into the picture.
Okay, she's already like.
Let's say she's got a good job.
Right.
She's got a house.
Mm-hmm.
She's comfortable paying her own bills.
Mm-hmm.
And now, you come into the picture. He met you. You met each other, and you fall in love with each other, and you making plans to get married, live together. Make babies together. How would you build? What steps? What would you take into consideration?
Me personally, I would probably tell her to sell the house. No, hear me out.
Okay.
That is one thing I would probably tell her to, like, okay, if I would run it across her just to see. I'm not gonna force her to do it. I'm gonna let her make her own decisions, but I'll run it across her like, okay, don't you think you should like sell the house and let's get ours, and then whatever money you have, you can keep it.
Mm-hmm.
And then even if you want to use a little out of that money with me, and then we put down a deposit for a house, so you get to keep that money for yourself. Whatever money you got from that house, you keep it. If you want to contribute, have to make a down payment for a different one, fine. But that is one thing I would throw out there. I know you've been independent. Obviously, you've gained all stuff, but me going into a relationship with you, I need to know that I have some sort of stability as well. And a man has to stand on his 2 feet, on solid ground. So
yeah,
that is one thing I would put to her. If she declines that, then I'll probably say, okay, you probably need to rent out that house or do something with it, and let's wait. One question: is she still paying for the mortgage, or she's completely finished?
Yeah, this is someone who is already building.
So she has no mortgage.
No, he owns his stuff.
Even better.
And you moving in.
Right. So if she declines that, if she declines on selling it because she holds it as a trophy or something, I'll say, okay, let's rent it out, and then let's buy a house for ours, a house that belongs
to both of you.
But then I still don't own anything. because me and you buying a house together, right? All right, we're paying mortgage for this, we're paying mortgage for that. God forbid, she might be the one to end up with the house. But anyways, like, I would tell her, let's buy our home. Our home. That house is yours. Let's buy our home. That's the second thing I would bring to her. And then, the Lord's willing, when we're finished with that one, I would want to get my own house. And that is something I would probably say, okay, me trying to even with her. Even though people will say that's trying to like you're in a competition or something. But obviously, if she has her own house, that's her house, and she doesn't want to sell it. And then if she doesn't want to even like she has the money there for her own personal use, who am I to get mad with her and what's that? Because whatever I've met her with, I don't want to take it from her. That's hers. So if she doesn't want to sell it and put the money aside and let it go up in numbers, and she wants to keep it, then me personally, I don't want to. I don't. Okay, I don't mind staying in it, but I don't want that to be our permanent house, like our where we're gonna grow our children and what's that. No, I don't want that. I don't want that one to be.
Okay.
That's your accomplishment. Let's do.
Something you could both do aside of what she's already made.
Yeah, I want us to say, okay, this is what we've done in our relationship.
Fair. It's something to look at, and I would say it's more about something you both have to sit down and talk about.
Yeah,
because
but you have to have all these conversations before you decide to move in. You don't wait until you're in and already paying mortgage for 2 years.
So clearly that means love is not enough.
No.
So long as assets are on the table.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, these things bring so much division into people. It can cause any kind of chaos because someone can never strive all his life to build something up, and you end up jumping in at some point in their life and then trying to own everything.
Yeah.
But it's funny when the man owns most of the stuff and the woman comes into their life, and then something happened, they split up because in the name of marriage, they've got to split asset.
And like I feel like 70% of the time that the lady ends up with the house.
That's what happens. But this is tricky if the role is switched.
Yeah.
And
but it's rare though to find a woman that has already accomplished everything. Not that I'm bashing any woman, but like
no, it's common.
Not. But it's very like I think it's very rare to find.
I don't think so. I've heard stories. I've met people who already done a lot for themselves before meeting their partners.
Yeah. Okay, but that's fair. I mean, there are a lot of accomplished women out there, but like you normally hear this kind of thing from a man telling a woman. So yeah, it's rare to hear a woman say something like that because women are more genuinely like they would think about people more than they think about themselves, like women in general. So it's rare to hear a woman say that.
But bro,
she's one selfish woman,
bro. In people's heart, and we've got all carnival of humans, women or men, and I think this can happen to anybody. But personally, love alone in situation like this is not enough.
Yeah.
Especially when you, as a couple, you start, building up assets for your future. You've got to be very, very strategical about it. And it's really important to involve legal, whoever legal practitioners to help you, guide you through this process, because you try to manage, but you can't manage everything alone, especially possessions are involved. Yeah, it's a big thing, but it's always good. That's why it's always good to talk things over.
Yeah, that's true.
Have a common ground over certain things before you actually make a step, because at the end of the day, if you don't those things, it's not even worth to rush into nothing. Yeah. That's because true. This can break that love you have for each other in just in a split of second.
Definitely.
And you can fuck your life up, and it's hard. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So that's it. That's someone's challenge at the moment, and
wow, the sneeze was fighting me there.
Yeah. So it will be really good. You can put your views in the comment section. Anything you think that would be valuable, even if you know someone who has been through something similar, you have some proper, anything you can give us to contribute to this.
Yeah, we would
appreciate
it. And if you go ahead,
go after you.
If you been through a similar situation,
share insights,
or if you know of any other situations, feel free to DM us or put in your comments or whatnot. And
he will be watching.
Yeah,
someone somewhere could benefit from this.
Yeah.
People are going through a lot, and you can't figure everything out in just in a day. Yeah,
that's true.
You've got to keep fighting for it, and we appreciate your insight, your inputs. Very welcome.
All right, we'll see you back on another episode of Joint Insights Unfiltered. And remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment.
Yeah. See you in the next one.
Yeah. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And as I always say, if you're not telling anyone, I'm watching you. Peace.
Peace.